Welcome to the Growth Syndicate. My name is Mike Green. Growing up in poverty, building a business through. By the age of 27, I had 3 businesses. Unfortunately, I didn't understand the value of money or how to run the finances of the business. I went bust, became homeless within a couple of weeks. For 2 years, my wife and I delivered pizzas on mopeds. And I want to share with you the story that then took me from bankruptcy to building a business in 20 countries, to being asked to be a secret millionaire, to being awarded an honorary doctorate, to becoming a behavioural profiler, to becoming a deputy lieutenant representing Cambridgeshire and the royal family and the Lord Lieutenant in Cambridgeshire. I want to share that because what I know to be true is we are where we are based on the knowledge we have and the decisions we make and the action we take. I want to show you how you can change that, how you can change that in a 1-minute decision, an hour a day learning for a couple of weeks, or I don't know, maybe 10 hours in total. Okay, you can transform your life. I have doubled businesses in less than 90 days.
Let me give you a few examples. Tom and Mark Rubery of Blue Flame Energy. Working together, I helped them take their business from £500,000 to £4.5 million in just 1 year. That's a 9 times growth in less than 12 months. They expanded their team from 4 people to 26. And what they said was, Mike gave us a clear roadmap and kept us consistent with our goals. Results have been life-changing. Sales soared, our team grew, and the future is brighter than ever. It's great to also hear that they said if you're serious about growing your business, mentorship with Mike is worth every penny. Dale Summers, Excel Scaffolding, for years bubbled along just over around £3 million. In 12 months, we grew that to £5.1 million using the systems and the transformation mapping system that I've developed over years to help people grow and scale their business. And Dale said, we bought a new yard, we built a senior team, he got his life back in focus with his health and his family. The sales and profit growth is incredible, but getting my time back was life-changing. Andy Nutt, on construction, bricklaying business, building hundreds and thousands of homes, doubled their business in under 12 months. And the thing that they said was that I helped them move from juggling tasks to focusing on clear goals and a strategic roadmap. Calvin Bannon, literally a one-man band on the tools, working hard, very good at what he did, but was tied down. We tripled his sales in just 3 months. And he said, before Mike, I had big dreams, but no clear plan. With my guidance, we built a roadmap that transformed his business and took him from 0 employees to 4, but more importantly, in a quiet time of the year for boiler sales, hitting 40 boiler sales a month. We work on the things that I'm going to share with you: clarity, strategy, and accountability. And the results speak for themselves. And I could go on. Damien, we doubled his portfolio from 18 to 35 million pounds of property ownership.
This community is my school, spelled SKOOL community. Amazing community, if I say so myself. We've got people on there, and you can become part of that community with other similar businesses. Some of them are literally just starting out. They've got a skill, they've got a trade, they're on the beginning of that journey. Others are turning over £500 million a year and everything in between. I've got the wisdom, knowledge and lessons in here from billionaires, centimillionaires, decamillionaires, millionaires and multimillionaires. All of it available to you. So not just my lessons, not just my journey, not just the things I learned, but from amazing people I want to share with you. Let's jump in. So firstly, members in the community, all you need to do is hover over their profile and it will tell you about them. You can chat if you want. The community itself, every single day, there's inspiration, education, motivation posted. Okay. Hundreds of things in there. If you just need a little lift, if you want to learn a lesson, you're a bit early for a meeting. Yeah. What's a principle I could learn or think about for today, for this week? They're all in there. All you do is you click on them. This one's got a 1-minute video, and it's got the lesson in there. The community then chat about that. If you want to see what they're talking about, you can chat about it. It's really important to make the most of your community, to engage in that community. But every single day, people are talking about those things. There's classrooms in there, and this is where it gets really real. If you engage with this, there is stuff in there, 4 minutes how to write a 3-year map. There's a 1-hour session that took me from bankruptcy to millionaire by the age of 38, 27 bankrupt, 38 a millionaire. This lesson will teach you how to do it in a lot less than a year, definitely. Okay, you might have thought, I didn't do well at school, I'm not a good learner, Mike. Well, this will teach you why. I can 3x 3 times in 11 minutes anyone's ability to learn, anyone's ability to retain information. That's in there. What do? Just click on these lessons. I'll guide you through. Okay, you can print these lessons off if that helps. Scribble all over it. See the facts behind it. Those lessons are in there. You might want to look at the 10 lessons that took me from bankruptcy to building a business in 20 countries and becoming a secret millionaire, retiring at the age of 46, never having to work again, but choosing to help other people do the same. Each lesson is broken down, it's detailed. There's a video that talks you through every step of that. The lesson is there for you to print off. The maps are there for you to use, that you can go, where am I today? Where do I want to be in 4 weeks? What areas have I got to work on? And what am I going to do in that area this week, next week, the following week? There's maps there for 4 weeks, for 3 months, for 4 quarters, or for 3 years. Okay. Those tools are all included in this school, all there for you. Loads of lessons. This is what changed me. But the magic in here, the strategies of self-made millionaires, okay, of the self-made, people like Charlie Mullins.
Just something I'll say here. When I first started after the apprenticeship, and I went immediately self-employed, and, you look pretty young then. I think I was 19. And, I used to go to jobs and people say to me, oh, like, do you know what you're doing? You look a bit young, right? And this was the greatest one I used to land on them. And they say, you're really sure you don't think, you know what, And I say, put it like this. I said, don't pay me if I don't get it right.
Yeah.
And I said, just to give you a clue, nobody's ever not paid me.
Yeah.
Like, if you got that.
And just when I went on the website, straight into those guarantees, and yet many people in all businesses, I can't give a guarantee. Does that mean you're not confident of your business then?
How'd be best?
And it took me probably another 15 years to get back because I was more hesitant the second time, if you like.
The biggest downside to failing is not failing. It's the criticism that people put you under because they perceive it as failure because they've never failed. Anybody that has failed will never criticise you for failing. They'll only reward you for learning, and they'll reward you more for coming back.
Neville Wright.
How do I get from here to here with my abilities? And so my goals inside me wanted to become rich. And the only way I could do that, and I was willing to take that chance because I didn't want to stay poor. I wanted to become rich. And if I stayed where I was, coping with what I'd got, I would always be where I was.
Just over broke.
Yeah, just over broke. So therefore, it didn't matter. I'd take a chance, whatever chance it was in employing people.
You had nothing to lose at
I've got nothing to lose. Not anything to lose because I could always go back to broke.
Yeah.
Emily Allchurch.
When, how, and why did the niche of Enable come out?
So I started doing family law. And as I've said, right from the word go, from as young as I can remember, I've had this drive, this passion to make a difference. And I found that actually doing family law was scratching that a little bit. I was finding a little bit of kind of, I feel good about myself that I'm helping people along that journey, whether it's childcare proceedings or divorce and helping people the other end of it. You can live after a divorce. It's okay. That kind of, so that was good. An opportunity came up for me to do elderly law, and I was a bit on the fence about it, but my husband is a divorce lawyer. So I thought, well, don't both want to be divorce lawyers. I'll go into the elderly care.
Jamie Waller.
Because I grew up with nothing and I thought all I wanted was to be rich. And then when I woke up that morning and the money hit the bank account, I was like, it was quite a funny day because my wife, who's now my wife, my girlfriend at the time, woke up next to me and she said, I got home, like all good deals happens at 7 o'clock in the morning, up all night. So I went back to bed until 9:30 or something. I woke up, she says, so what are we going to do to celebrate? And I was like, I don't really know. So let's go to Bethnal Green, have some pie mash. Anybody from East London will know it's very important to us to have some pie mash. And she's like, pie mash? I'm like, yeah. So we drove off to Bethnal Green, had some pie mash, went for a walk that afternoon, and I was lost because I'd lost my purpose overnight, right? My purpose from being sort of age 5 or 6 was to not be poor.
I could go on and on. There's over 70 people who have achieved incredible things, life-changing things, amazing sports people, amazing business people, politicians like Nigel Farage.
What I don't want to see, though, Mike, is a whole generation of people who spend their whole time in their bedrooms on their smartphones or their laptops. And I think there's a little bit of that creeping in.
And the sport would be missed, which is really
well,
important.
you see, I'm a sports nut, and I think that sports teach you an awful lot about yourself. And I really do. Sport teaches you about failure,
Which is important.
because more often than not we fail at sport.
Well, I wrote the book Failure Breeds Success, and
Yeah.
so many people said you can't call it failure breeds. If the word failure is in the title, nobody.
No.
We fail all the time.
No, it's part of life.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
part of life,
and it's part of success.
Yeah, I have plenty of failures, I can assure you, politically, but in the end we got there.
Love him or hate his politics, where did he come from? How did he do what he did? How has he got to a position where from no MPs, he's currently ranked to be the next prime minister? What were the principles they used? All in here, from a video to watch with me interviewing them through to the 12 principles that we've extracted from that, working with those people. What were those principles? What did they do? How did they do it? What did they learn from it? How did that make a difference in their business? Through to the checklists that you can apply to yourself to then say, I want to set a goal against that development area. I want to set a goal against that development area. I'm going to measure myself against that. I'm going to set a date by which to get that level of improvement. So it's not just kind of interesting. It's not just the knowledge. It's see, hear, do, guiding you through how to achieve all of these things. We have a calendar of events. This is building all the time, where you can hop onto free mentoring sessions with me. We're going to start adding lead generation, sales. We're going to start adding how to sell a business, how to exit a business, all of the skills, how to optimize the exit value. We're going to add in there how to build winning teams, HR things that people didn't teach you that led to you having terrible team members or are scaring you away from employing any team members. Every week, different events. If you're in that community, I contribute to it. It's my community. I curate it. I'm conversing every day with the people who are putting comments on there. I look forward to welcoming you into that community, helping you build your business, helping you change your life, helping you become the person you knew you could become when you were a kid, but maybe had it knocked out of you in school, in your first jobs, or in life as a business. There is no reason to stay small. Who wants a small or medium enterprise when you can have a huge business like Alfie, like Charlie, like Kevin, like Emily, like other people that have done life-changing things? The wisdom of someone like Alfie Best, £1.2 billion net worth, with yachts in different countries, homes in different countries, 19,000 tenants living in his properties, 10, 20, 50 million pound properties in Mayfair, Chelsea, Barbados. Wouldn't you want that? And Alfie will be the first to tell you, when I worked with him, that if he can do it, anyone can do it. You can do it.